Ed Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for November 11th, Wednesday, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern. We have a Time for Change Awakening call tonight at 9 p.m. on this line. Most of us on this planet are heavily immersed in a massive transition. And the interesting thing is that a lot of us haven't even begun to journey within. This is something you're not going to be able to make people do. This is something that they must choose to do for themselves, because the inner world is so much more than the outer world. And we talk about the universe a lot because it is part of the inner world. And the universe has billions of ways to keep us humble and fascinated all at the same time. Mike Pearson. There are many of us in the world who don't realize that this universe is a magical, intelligent, and abundant playground. See, we're spending all of our time externally. Even though we try at times to go within, it usually doesn't last because we're completely distracted again by something. It's difficult not to engage yourself in all of the shenanigans that are going on this planet. And so a lot of people are blinded by limiting thoughts and feelings around what? What is the number one issue with people? Money. And these beliefs distract people from being open, loving, and appreciative for what they do have, and tapping into the abundant universe that is available. And you can never say enough about gratitude. So it is this addiction to desire, to constantly wanting this or that and not getting the ego's needs met, which eventually, for many of us, creates the lacking, stuck feeling on the inside, which later is created into reality in their bank account in the outer world. So either in this very moment, all of us, consciously or unconsciously, we are creating our financial situation every day. We are either in the habit of proclaiming to the universe that we are lacking and there is just not enough, or we are being thankful and appreciative for everything that we do have. Now, once we see that our thoughts are creating each and every moment of reality, any previous cycle of financial stuckness can dissolve instantly from our lives. And I get a lot of emails from people that they don't have. Some of them don't have much, and some of them don't really have anything. But in reality, they do, but they don't know it. What we think about is what we get. And it's for some reason, many of us don't get that. What we think about is what we get. If you visualize the end of the month is going to be tough and feel a squeeze happening there, then you are creating in reality a future financial crunch and may suddenly feel more stressed, hurried, and serious about life. If you're only looking into your future feeling a sense of abundance with a deep, calm, serene energy, you'd manifest a very abundant, joyful life. But not a lot of us do that. We'd like to, but we don't. We always create into reality or manifest situations which mirror the consciousness of where we're at. Whatever the mind dwells upon is what we will create in reality. Moving energy into form. A lot of words for it. Manifest has been used trillions of times. Creating into reality. Moving energy into a form. Everything changes when we see that right now we have the opportunity to change our financial future. Right in this now. We can step outside of our financial box and explore what it is like that life is easy for us. Oh, but we've been taught, oh no, it's tough. You gotta struggle and you gotta bang and scrape every single second just to survive. It's really, life really is a bastard, isn't it? So you stop affirming to the universe through complaining that there's never enough of this or that, and then we focus instead on gratitude, and we start seeing opportunities around every corner, knowing this life is a gift everywhere we go. But we've been so externally compressed and distracted that many on this planet don't even know who and what they are. Not even a clue. So all suffering comes from a deep, demanding, and gasping habit that states, quote, life should be something other than what it is, end quote. Life should be something other than what it is. When we relinquish the addiction to this type of thinking, we discover deeper feelings of joy, peace, and abundance within us. And through the mindful practice of sitting back from our thoughts, observing the mind's habit, inner peace always finds us. We may or may not get all of our ego's needs, wants, and desires met in life, yet one day we might discover something much better, the secret to totally transcending the habit of suffering. And the secret of happiness lies in the mind's release from worldly ties. Buddha. The secret of happiness lies in the mind's release from worldly ties. And the biggest truth is that no matter how much money that you have, doesn't matter, the ego will never ever feel that it's enough. If you had $1 million, $1 billion, $1 trillion, or whatever, the ego would want double that. Just for safety and security reasons, in case you somehow lost your first million. Have you ever experienced that yourself, or have you ever experienced it through another? The game the ego plays is one of lack, always about lack. Yet the good news is that this lack forces each of us to look for real security, and that is at the very core of our being. The ego is here to help us discover true freedom and redefine who we really are. So the ego isn't a bad thing. It is another application that actually pushes us to discover and redefine who we really are. But unfortunately, a lot of us never get there, because the ego usually runs things. If you are not this body, this ego, this mind, or this personality, then who are you? And so this question takes you on a journey inward. And if you follow it, you'll reveal just how deeply are you connected to the God source. If you can't let yourself relax and feel this intimate connection, okay, if you can, let yourself relax and feel this intimate connection, everything will change. You will instantly boost your financial frequency. You can argue this till you're blue in the face with yourself, but it still will always come out. Where is your frequency? It's like asking yourself daily, where's my frequency at? What am I thinking about right now. Because whatever you're thinking about, you're moving energy into form. You really are. And it doesn't matter what it is, but you are. And once you become aware of that and you say to yourself, where's my frequency at right now? And you'll know where it's at. And from this deep feeling of inner abundance, you can easily create into reality as much money as you want in your outer world. And when you meditate on your spiritual infinite nature, you realize that you can be instantly free from suffering at any time. You can see that every high and low in life is just another spiritual learning experience pointing you the way home. And the most essential practice to start creating a reality or manifesting financial abundance is doing one simple thing: soaking, playing, and resting in the feelings that you are connected to the God Source. And when you feel the truth behind this and start living it every day, you become tapped into a power that is beyond reason. And you naturally start believing in yourself and create only abundant, loving thoughts about your financial future. You see each situation as an opportunity for growth that is supported by positive, empowering beliefs. And through the practice of feeling, knowing, and believing that you are deeply connected to the God Source, you discover you are a super powerful, manifesting being who can create anything that you desire or want. You can stop feeling like a mouse and relax like a lion. You can surrender into the feeling that you are enough. That you are enough. Then you can see how futile it is to chase the ego as it runs after the next big piece of cheese that fell on the floor. See the perfection and the seeming imperfection that seems to be. Lester Levinson. See the perfection and the seeming imperfection that seems to be. On the path to awakening, you may come to see that the ego has been pulling the wool over your eyes for a very, very, very long time. The ego wants you to believe that there is something in this outer world that will truly and permanently satisfy you. A large amount of money, a new house, car, lover, soulmate, or even that new hairstyle will make you feel fulfilled. The truth is, you will feel good for a short time, yet later you are ensnared again into coming back for more. And the endless cycle of thinking we will be fulfilled by the next desire is one of the most misleading, addictive, and tricky traps to walk around. So be aware. This endless cycle of thinking we will be fulfilled by the next desire is one of the most misleading, addictive, and tricky traps to walk around. So be aware. Be very aware. The mind definitely has its agenda, and it will have its way with you unless you are vigilant with it. And when you see that financial poverty and financial freedom are two very powerful spiritual experiences, then you become free from both of them. And you see that financial poverty and financial freedom are two very powerful spiritual experiences, then you become free from both of them. When you are attached to or resisting either side, you are simply at peace with your situation as it is. Abundance is our natural state. It's our natural state of being, which manifests in our lives naturally when we realize how deeply interconnected we truly are to the God Source. When we realize that we are not separate from anything, truly though, not superficially, when we realize that we are not separate from anything or anyone in this world, we've taken the first step into financial enlightenment. recognize that we are not separate from anything or anyone in this world, we've taken the first step into financial enlightenment through living with the knowing that we are connected to everyone in this world. And then we begin overflowing with energy, potentiality, and abundance again. So when we start thinking, feeling, and vibrating like a spiritual millionaire, billionaire, whatever, however, how much, you will become one. And I'm not talking about fake it till you make it. So when you start thinking, feeling, and vibrating like a spiritual millionaire, you will become one. The key is to be in a constant state of gratitude, knowing you are connected to an infinite source at the core. You can retrain your brain to be free from never having enough money. You can reprogram your mind to practice feeling abundant and financially free. It can be tough to break those old patterns, which is why you must be vigilant. If you aren't vigilant, then you're just going to keep the same thing over and over again. It's just up to you. Do you want the same thing over and over again? I don't think so. I don't think any of us care to have that. Freely express yourself. Whatever expression you have is okay. The universe is not judging any of us. The only judge that exists is found in between our ears. So whenever we release this inner concern, we can feel the universe celebrating our life again. Because there never was a real judge. It's all an illusion of the mind. All of us were given the gifts of the gods, and we create our reality according to our beliefs. Ours is the creative energy that makes our world. There are no limitations to the self except those that we believe in. So, and this is very true for all of us. Misery does not exist in reality, but only in mere imagination. Where does our misery come from? It comes from our imagination. Sri Ramana Maharishi. A statement from A Course in Miracles. Every situation, properly perceived, becomes an opportunity to heal. Every situation, properly perceived, becomes an opportunity to heal. Do you think that any of us are not children? Think about that through your heart minds. Some of us still embrace it, others bury it, but children are natural sponges. They absorb everything around them. You remember when you were one? When you surround your child with an environment constantly overflowing with positive, lighthearted laughter and fun-loving, joyful energy, they absorb this energy and effortlessly begin to discover this natural state of healing inside. And if your child's environment is filled with control, stress, arguing, negativity, or disorder, they will assimilate this energy into their body and take it on as their own. Whatever we focus on, we feel, become, and radiate back out into the world. It's really that simple. Now, the more of us that, and in this meditation through the heart mind, the more of us that focus on love, joy, peace, prosperity, happiness, wonderful health, the more it will become real. It is all about your frequency vibration. It's all about it. That's it. once you completely drop the personal agenda that you have upon your child, they become the easiest things in the world to be around. The conflict between parent and child first arises out of the shoulds that the adult imposes upon them. When we loosen our grip upon our inner should-aholic, we start to relax and can feel a deeper connection with their free soul and spirit. This gives them the space to grow, expand, and be freely creative, wild being they truly are. This is a lesson for all of us. Children naturally are the most open, spontaneous, and creative beings you'll ever meet. They are the most receptive to change. Their minds are not stuck in the past or fixated upon a certain mindset from years of skeptical thought patterns. They are fresh, alive, and always growing up and out of their old skin and ready for what is new. And this means that, and you look at this a couple of ways, that your child is your greatest teacher. You are the one in training, learning how to let go of the mind and truly be alive again. Naturally, children are born with a connection to spirit and feel as big and bright as the universe. The only reason we need to empower our children is because they are picking up on the small, powerless, and unconfident aspects inside ourselves. Every child is a natural, loving, healing being from birth, yet they are constantly duplicating whatever the big people share with them. If you want them to develop into the most profound, inspiring way, then give them the energy of timelessness, spaciousness, and freedom. Then this is what they will give you back to the world. They need you to play the role of the mature adult who can show them how to unconditionally or deeply accept themselves, approve of themselves, and love every part inside. And the more we can show them patience, curiosity, and the willingness to learn, the more beautiful gifts they will have to give the world as they mature. And here's a question for all of us. Do you know how beautiful you are? I think not, my dear. For as you talk of God, I see great parades with wildly colorful bands streaming from your mind and heart, carrying wonderful and secret messages to every corner of this world. I see saints bowing in the mountains hundreds of miles away to the wonder of sounds that break into light from your most common words, hafets. The first essential secret that you want to bring into your child's heart and mind is a feeling of safety, inner peace, and silence. This means you will have to cultivate it within yourself in order to give it to them. Spend at least a half an hour of conscious time together each day where you and your child just play. Connect, be silly, daydream, and don't need to engage in any dialogue. This time is sacred bonding time on a spiritual level where your consciousness is merged and the heart is opening to higher states of acceptance. Let your consciousness become not two separate beings, but one consciousness when together. Feel into the consciousness of your child and merge with that consciousness. You can explore this technique doing anything together. Perhaps you want to take a nap together, tell stories, read, draw, paint, make funny faces, or simply gaze into each other's eyes lying on the floor. The key is the intention that you hold, which is a willingness to listen from a deeper level to who this being truly is and what their soul is truly all about. Allow a gentle smile and soft eyes to permeate your face during this experience and reach out with your feelings and get a sense of what is happening inside their body and mind. The second essential source is to feel into the infinite source of love within you, and then send this flowing source of love from your heart into theirs. Imagine you are radiating a golden white light from your heart, and it is pouring all over them, flooding their entire body, breath, and heart. Breathe this golden light into every cell, bone, and fiber of their being for as long as you can, And this source of energy and love is coming from an infinite source, not your mind. So you won't feel drained afterwards. If it comes from your mind, you'll feel drained. Ask their soul if they can receive more of this loving light from you. Imagine this warm, cozy feeling is filling them up from the inside, dissipating any fears, anxiety, or heavy energy they may have picked up from you or others. Remain in eye contact as much as possible and relax into this soul-gazing experience. Be free to giggle or laugh if needed. Yet just look with the eyes of love. And after you feel this light has transferred into them, lay down on the floor with them and give them a big snuggle and tell them you love them so much. The love that you withhold in life is the pain that you carry. The love that you withhold in life is the pain that you carry. Well, Ralph Waldo Emerson. Well put. If on any level you notice that you are hoping, wishing, or demanding that your child is different than how they're being right now, you are not loving them. Love is patient, kind, and accepting others as they are. If you are always trying to improve upon your child, they will receive this message as I'm not okay, as I am, and surely develop a complex around this growing up. Of course, we really want our children to be like this and be the best human beings, mankind, they can be. Yet children are highly sensitive beings that simply absorb the base foundational feeling of vibration their parent or parents is sending out. If you are coming from fear and control, this is the way they will see the entire world to be. Any demand or expectation we place upon a child is coming from a place of fear. Simply remember that love is infinitely patient, super gentle, deeply kind, and does not ever, ever, ever expect perfection. It loves the person exactly as they are. When you apply this simple understanding as the base foundational law for interacting with your child within a few days or hours, you'll start to see them shift in how they relate to you. A little miracle will begin to occur as your child starts to feel it's safe to share this loving, sweet energy inside themselves with everyone, and this can engage a lifelong self-loving healing process. Every single child on this planet is born with the power to be confident, loving, empowered, whole human being, mankind. These qualities are naturally found inside of us at birth. They blossom into our world when given the right nutrients. And when a child understands that they are loved beyond understanding, they find the power within themselves to become a totally confident, loved, and completely whole. The moment we stop throwing any fearful, negative energy onto these amazing little beings, they instantly feel this shift inside and discover on their own that life is a great, divine, and safe playground to be enjoyed and explored. It's truly amazing what happens when a child meets with an unconditional source of love or a deep, eternal love that can often come in the form of an animal or a very conscious being. What occurs after is that they receive this energy, feel it as their own, project it onto the people around them, and then receive the feedback from the world that they are this great loving being as well. You are amazing. This year, it has been difficult, so difficult for me. I lost my job. I was feeling so blue, and the only thing that really helped me was to keep reading wonderful messages. And they really helped to keep stand and fighting. Life is like a wild tiger. You can either lie down and let it lay its paw on your head, or sit on its back and ride it. Ride the wild tiger. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies. inside and out. And only you, each of us, know how to let go and release that frequency and energy that we're holding on to. Worry, stress, and fear, anxieties. Just drop the shoulders and let it all fall off. Because you're the one holding it. It's not holding you. You're holding it. Now, you might think it's holding you, but it isn't. So relax the body head to toe, inside and out. Drop your shoulders, alleviate any stress and fear that you may have basically invited on board, consciously or unconsciously, in the past 24 hours. And then we move into the now. And the now is all that we have. It's the moment to moment, the space between heartbeats. It's only the now. It's what stills the mind and the ego and the subconscious. This is what allows us to move into peace and silence. The now. We don't have a past. The past is gone. How can we have something that's gone? The future hasn't been created, so how can we have a future? We only have the now. Some of us will travel and stay so long in the past that we will bring that past into a future that doesn't exist, create that future from that past, and relieve that past in that future. This is why sometimes we feel like we're on a treadmill or wheel. We're never going anywhere. Never seem to be. So when you focus on the now, all that's gone. You don't think about it. You don't cogitate with it. You just stay in the now, moment to moment. Every breath you take is the now. And that's how we focus to stay in the now, is our breath. Our breath is our divine positive energy. The reason it is because it supports, sustains the vessel that holds the kingdom of God. So, as we concentrate, focus on our breathing, our breathing, breath in through the nose and breath out through the mouth, we know we're in the now. You don't have a past breath. You don't have a future breath. You only have a now breath. And that breath focuses us on the now. So if you feel that you're off kilter, or that you've stepped into the future and you're wandering around into a future that doesn't exist, or you're in the past, reminiscing for long periods of time, start focusing on your breathing and it'll bring you right back into the now. Now, the divine positive energy, our breath, is omnipotently powerful, but a lot of us take it for granted until we have issues that draws our attention to it. So we breath in easy through the nose and breath out easy through the mouth. And this divine positive energy, as we breath in, it joins our God force light love energy, which is our chi, our prana, our ki. It's our God force energy. And they combine and they go up through the center of our bodies through 7 energy vortexes, 7 separate colored wheels of light, each with a different shaped flower, each with a different geometrical shape in the center. So these energies merge, and we start with the Root Chakra, the red wheel of light, the Muladhara. These are basically, they're conduits or gateways to the astral plane, the spirituality, and the physicality. So the Chakra, the red wheel of light, career, money, mindset, and sense of belonging, it represents our foundation and feeling of being grounded. It's at the base of the spine, the tailbone area. Emotional issues are survival issues such as financial independence, money, and food. Physical associations, the spine, rectum, legs, and arms. And then we go to the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra, the Vadasthana. This is sexuality and pleasure. It's our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. If we haven't accepted ourselves lovingly and openly, how are we going to accept others? And if we're afraid of new experiences, how are we going to have them? Location is the lower abdomen, about 2 inches below the navel and 2 inches in. Emotional issues are sense of abundance, well-being, pleasure, sexuality, and physical association is reproductive organs, kidneys, bowels, immune system. And then we move to the golden yellow wheel of light, the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. This is personal power and ability to channel. It's our ability to be confident and in the flow of our lives. It's in the upper abdomen and the stomach area. Emotional issues are self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem. And our physical association is the central nervous system, the pancreas, liver, and digestive tract, and skin. View as these combined energies travel through these colored wheels of light in your heart, mind, motion picture. See it. Then we move to the emerald green wheel of light, the heart chakra, the Anahata, love, relationships, and self-acceptance. It is our ability to love. It's the center of the chest just above the heart. Emotional issues are love, joy, inner peace. Physical association is heart, thymus, lower lung, circulatory system, immune system. And then we move to the throat chakra, the Vishuddha, self-expression. Blue wheel of light, it's our ability to communicate in the throat. Emotional issues are communication, self-expression of feelings, and the truth. Physical associations, the thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, and vocal cords. And then we move to the third eye chakra, the Ajna. Intuition, sense of purpose, and direction in life. It's our ability to focus on and see the big picture. It's located in our forehead between the eyes. You could also call it the brow chakra. Emotional issues are intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think, and make decisions. Physical associations, pituitary gland, eyes, and sinuses. And then we move to the crown chakra. The violet wheel of light, the Sahasrara, connection to the divine. It's the highest chakra. It represents our ability to be fully connected spiritually to the God, to pure consciousness. It's the very top of our heads. Our emotional issues are inner and outer beauty, our connection to spirituality, pure bliss. Physical associations, pineal gland, brain, nervous system. Now we take these energies up to the top of our heads. And we compress and condense them. We hold them. I am light, I am love, I am. And in that short period of time, they're compressed and condensed into pure, omnipotently powerful liquid energy. And we release them over our pineal glands. Our pineal glands are very important to us while we're in these bodies because they are the gateway to the astral plane, to all the particles of existence, to the God, pure consciousness, and beyond. And they've been so blatantly compromised for thousands and thousands of years. So this is important in this meditation. You can visualize it through your heart, mind's motion picture any way you see it. I see it as a rosebud, a green ball. And as soon as I release this omnipotently powerful liquid energy over it, it immediately blooms and blossoms fully into a vibrant rose with multicolored petals, fully functioning, opening up all the gateways to existence, all the particles of existence, the astral plane, the existence beyond the beyond. We're also consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And that we are one. The body, the heart, mind, the higher self, the spirit, the soul, the pure consciousness, the God, all one. So we're heaven on this earth. And every single step we take, we create paradise. Now we have others with us. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, and we have the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sanat, Jesus, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua. Many, many, many more. And they both are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. The archangels, their civilization vibrates at a different frequency than we do. So we don't see them like we see each other. But we do interact with them. We meet with them. We converse with them. Now, we don't really see that until after we have interacted with them, but we do pick up on the vibrational frequency. And that's which is within all of us, the bliss that we experience with that interaction. Now, thousands can surround any one of us at any one time. Because of their vibrational frequency, they can hold a large number in a small area. And the ascended masters, they are those who have mastered ascension into body and out of body and hold pure God form, pure consciousness. We are mastering physical form, creating our experiences so that we can perfect our creation. We are compelled to call out to all existence, to all the different facets and aspects of ourselves from the one. So we call out to all light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond and forever. And only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and the forming of this circle of light. When they come in the Guga plexus, one Guga plex fills this universe. They come in the trillions of Guga plexus from every direction. And they are with us now. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of this circle of light. And they are with us now. We call upon all the galactics, all the off-worlders, all the celestials, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming of the circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with a handful of them, somewhat. Over 1,000 travel through this solar system every day, and trillions throughout the universes every day. The ones that we're somewhat familiar with includes all of their species and their civilizations and levels. And it's the good, the not so good, the bad. Only those with the highest frequency can be with us in this meditation anyway. So they're all parts of us. You have the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Zeta Reticuli, the Feline, the Gray, the Norn, Draco the reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. And they've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they are with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation of forming the circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now in the form of the circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with a handful of them. They come in the trillions, shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, of which many we've never seen. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with are the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And only those with the highest of frequencies of deepest eternal love and gratitude can be with us. We all are at that high frequency of deep eternal love, that which is the core and essence of our existence. And they are with us now. We're all assembled throughout everything and everything, all existence, beyond meta, beyond the universes, here for the liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation and forming the circle of light. All our gods, one, arm in arm, hand in hand, we're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance. And we're all one. And we're all love. And we're all God. And our God force, life, light, love, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We all form a massive circle of light at the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now in this meditation. It is the highest of the highest high of deep, eternal love and gratitude. It is our core essence. It is pure God, pure love, pure consciousness. It is so brilliant that it grays out the darkness of space. It would take 1,000 billion suns in this solar system to even come close to its radiance. We begin to ascend up above the planet. We are met with a massive ocean of gossamer field of glitter, little tiny reflective mirrors in vibrant colors, reflecting everywhere. All different facets and aspects of all of us is one. And we're immediately met by the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column that reminds each and every one of us that we are the power of healing. Then we're met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This reminds each and every one of us of our omnipotent power, strength, resolve. Then we're met with the white fire. This is a column that reminds each and every one of us that from head to toe, inside and out, we are imbued with an impenetrable white fire armor. It is pure, deep, eternal love, God force energy. It cannot be disturbed or violated at all from any external power, authority, or intention. Nothing can harm it externally. We are protected 24/7. But only you have the power that if you decide, whether consciously or unconsciously, to lower your vibrational frequency low enough through hatred, anger, deceit, manipulation, stress, fear, anxiety, worry, you lower your frequency enough, you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so allowing all of the lower dark matter frequencies, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. If you do this, you are then met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column that reminds each and every one of us that we can transmute these lower dark matter frequencies and survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, and we can send them to pure consciousness where they are totally vaporized and no more. We are then met with the violet ray. This is a column that reminds each and every single one of us that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame and cleanse, purify, and balance our deep, pure, eternal love light frequency energy, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our balance and our harmonious vibrational frequency of deep, eternal love. We were then met with the golden white pink light. This is a column that reminds each and every one of us that we are the sunsets. We are the sunrises. We are the flowers. We are the trees. We are the forests. We are the rain. We are the sunlight. We are the sun. We are the rainbow. We are the animals. We are the soil. We are the waterways, the oceans, the streams, the lakes, the rivers. We are the snow. We are everything. We continue to ascend above the planet, and as we do, some of us step outside our physical forms to float effortlessly above them. And as we do this, we see this massive crystalline light tower larger than the solar system, and we created it. And in the center, we see this massive oblong sphere. In the center, it has this beautiful, vibrant, golden, yellow-white light sending out warm mist, penetrating our skin, our bodies, inside and out, head to toe, with the deepest, deepest, deepest of eternal love and gratitude. You can feel it. Because it is you. And then we see the waves, the bands of light, beautiful, vibrant colored light surrounding it, all sending out these warm mists, saturating us, of gratitude, of gentleness, of kindness, of generosity, of humbleness, of bliss, of joy, of peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance, prosperity, wealth, riches, wonderful health, all of it saturating us because it is us. This whole planet, all of our brothers and sisters, whole life, the highest supreme value in the universes, all being flooded, saturated, misted. This deep, 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 pure, eternal love, pure consciousness, pure God. Then you understand how the planet is being liberated. How it's affecting every single thing. Everything and everything, yet nothing eternally, flooding everything and everything. All of us in deep, pure, eternal love, joy, and happiness and bliss. All of us are drops of that golden ocean, and all of us hold the essence of that ocean. The ocean is the drops, and the drops are the ocean. There's no separation. Separation is an illusion. Then we see our meditative sphere, set center circle. We created this sphere nearly 3 years ago. It holds well over 1,000 of our meditations. All of us, every day in this meditation, to liberate this planet, lift the civilization into higher dimensional frequencies of pure, deep, eternal love and gratitude. From both on and off world, all communing, all together, hundreds of millions of us. See it in your heart minds, in your motion picture. You're the director and the producer. And this meditative sphere floods us all, saturates us, bathes us in the deepest, deepest, deepest of pure eternal love and gratitude. And this is why it can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to intensify and it continues to expand. Experience for your heart minds this loving vibrational frequency, this wonderful energy that we all are.